And welcome back. Picking up where we left off in the Long Dark. Where the plan now is to make it into Ash Canyon or mapping there. Assuming the weather doesn't go completely pear-shaped on the approach. Because I would like to map the transition. And this is looking like the weather might not be playing along with that. See if we can avoid the wolf while we do this approach. Yeah, I might take a detour and stop over in the cave. To warm up and wait for the weather to change. Apparently the ptarmigan don't mind this terrible weather. Granted, I probably feel the ptarmigan are only daytime creatures because I can't see them at night, not because they're not there. Oh, spooked myself with the sprain, so definitely gonna need to take a stop over to get rid of that sprain.
Damn, that's smarts.
So that path down there is the direction I wanted to go well, if I didn't get a sprain and the weather was playing along. The weather is...
I need to find some
weather
place to
might let
escape
me
this
map
cold.
in this, but it's definitely clearer nights I've been in that I've like, it's a clear night. I shouldn't be able to map, and this is whether I'd totally imagine it not letting me map. It might, but I'm not gonna take that gamble. So there's a cave over here. I'm gonna duck in the cave. We're gonna rest this character's sprain away,
Damn, that's smarts.
and then probably try to figure out what we're doing for the rest of the night because character is, well, I'm pretty sure it won't be unless it's in Aurora. It won't be
so
mapping
good.
weather down along the ravine when we get there. We set out after 4 hours. So I'll probably spend a little bit of time procrastinating. As far as mapping the world, there's no real time pressure. Like, there's time pressure to not, like, get cold and stuff moving between places, but there isn't a time pressure in number of in-game days, for example.
That hurts.
I suppose I'm gonna take a nice long... Oh, no, we're overweight. No, well, actually, no, we got a sprint. Can't sprint with the sprain. I'm still mentally not used to turning off the shake when you've got a sprain. But I have turned it off so the people that don't like it can watch the stream and not have a problem with it. But I'm like, my screen is perfectly normal. I don't have a sprain, but no, I have a sprain. I have a sprained ankle.
Smarts. That hurts. I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good. I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
Yeah, his first aid he's getting is a nice 4 hours of sleep. So, in fact, I'm going to say try to sleep as much as you can. He's not even going to sleep anywhere near 7, but pain's healed, ankle's healed, a little bit of hypothermia risk we acquired is healed. We'll spend the 10 minutes or so prepping the birch bark. Spend some time fixing some of our clothing while we're in. I don't have a bear hide with me. Let's attempt to repair that. I repair that as well. Okay, so that helped a little bit with warmth. But it was mainly something to do to pass the time a little bit. Making water. I don't really have anything else to do. I really can't sleep very much more. I could do a little bit of passing the time, which is what we'll do. Hopefully, now it'll be about the right weather to get to the transition, so we can do the map. Never mind. The weather decides to say no. Oh,
Never been so hungry in my life.
I was hoping not to have to burn a match to start a fire here. But the blizzard's rolled up, so instead of being productive with my time, I've been unproductive. We're gonna make porridge to feed the character. And we're basically gonna cook porridge until the blizzard goes away. My plan. If I had a desperate need to go somewhere, I could probably travel in this weather. But the thing I want to do is mapping, which requires visibility, and blizzards don't provide any visibility. So until the visibility improves, I don't have a place to go. This definitely isn't visibility for this. Isn't all that surprising. Okay, I'm now at the point where we aren't actually eating the porridge anymore.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Well, we're just gonna pass time again until the blizzard goes away. Let's not look at the blizzard and see if that helps. Probably won't. There it goes. Sounds like it went away. Guess I can take charcoal out of the fire while we're here. Okay, so this still looks like horrid weather, but this is at least high enough visibility that when we get where we're going, we'll build a map. The bottom of the ravine has also got a decent amount of wind shelter, so even though it looks windy, I should still be able to set a fire up there to stay warm. Wolf and wolf. That implies the bear is a decent distance away. The wolves and the bears... Well, the bear tends to scare the wolves away. So the bear that is from earlier that we know is active is at least not around close by. And the bear usually doesn't go down the ravine, so... Its cave is just over there.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Okay, the wind's picked back up, but it doesn't look like it's affecting the visibility yet. About to reach the ravine, or canyon, or whatever this area is called. I forget what it's called. Down we go.
Goddamn freezing.
And I'm heading over into Ash Canyon at this point. So we're going to map the entrance to Ash Canyon, and then we're going to step into Ash Canyon. Ravine, okay. It was one of those words. Taking the ravine to the canyon. And apparently we started a fire there at some point. Probably to make tea. No, it might have been porridge. Something to warm up, most likely. Would have been on the way up to the gold mine the first time. Okay, so that's what we want to map. So the weather plays along, that's what we're going to do.
come on.
Okay, so temperature -8. So a piece of coal should be enough. Go ahead and cook up a piece of porridge. The old porridge. We'll map and have another one to immediately consume. There's the ash cannon. So obviously from making it a better looking map, there's a whole bunch of stuff down here in this area. Basically this bit that could be mapped. That little bit there. But as far as Sailor's Cargo is concerned, that's Timberwolf Mountain. So maybe at some point in the distant future I'll come back down here to map the missing bits. Let's make a little bit of water to bring with us. We got more fire than I need, because I needed to put, like, well, I didn't need to put a piece of coal in it. I put a piece of coal in it. That may have been a mistake. I wanted to keep moving, but...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, no, he's gonna pick more up. We're doing... conversion of 0.3 kilograms of coal into multiple kilograms of torches at this point. That's just the way we roll with our alchemy, apparently. Okay, so obviously speaking, I think that's also going to be a place we want mapped. I don't think it's a place that's going to map from any other place on the map, so we might as well map it while the weather is decent. And we're -8. Go ahead and just throw 8 sticks on it then. It should bring it up to about 0. Should be enough for us not to be... No, interesting. That didn't count. Yeah, maybe it isn't on this one. Well, we'll crouch down and take a look before we leave the area. Ash Canyon, Force Reveal, Ash Canyon. No, 2 Timberwolf Mountains, so I'm just doing a really bad job of mapping it, apparently. Okay, we'll have to get a little cold. Apparently I needed to basically go around the corner like this. That one counted. Looks like we're going to run out of day. So instead of mapping as we go, I'm probably going to instead dash up to where I'm going to put the base camp. As soon as the weather shifts to the point where we're not in the ability to map any more weather. Should probably be around dusk. To drop off the food supplies so we can move around a lot easier. Say hello to the local feature that gives Ash Canyon its name. Apparently at some point a fire came whipping through here and burnt all the trees. Hence the ash. And Ash Canyon, the first couple times you come through, is pretty food dense, because the whole river's network will have cattails along it. And the bits that don't have cattails tend to have a decent amount of birch bark as well. I came through pretty food heavy the first time, so I didn't take the time to harvest all the cattails, so it's still pretty food heavy for me. But in my experience, once you get all the cattails out, it tends to devolve into either you have to fish, where it doesn't have particularly great fishing spots, but it has fishing spots, or you have to mainly hunt the predators. Well, that may have changed a little bit with the wildlife food rush. I think there's a deer. Frequently, at least on Stalker, I'd experience a lot of wolves here instead of deer. I don't know if the weather is still good enough to map. It may have gone a little too far into dusk. But it's decently warm, so I'm going to try to start fire in this ruined fishing hut here. Get a map attempt at the Bitter Marsh.
Can't feel my feet.
Wait, it was good enough, so we did get the Bitter Marsh mapped. And we can drink our birch bark tea to get a warming up bonus. This should at least minimize the amount of damage I take en route to my next spot. And that is a place you can fish. I believe the cabin up there is a place we need to map, but unless I get really close to it below it, I'm going to have to go up to it to map. And we're going to want to go up to a map it anyway, so... Don't need to rush to try to map it from an awkward angle. So right now we're basically following the river. The place that I'm going to use is the base camp in... Oh, usually the wolves are at the corner up here, not this far down. I'm prepared for it. Didn't track the other one yet. Oh, the other one, when it detected us, noticed the
Can't feel my
fur
hands.
coat and ran off. Yeah, there is the place I'm going to use as the base camp is only a little farther along here. And then I'm going to be traveling up from that area to do the mapping. As weather is available, well, weather is appropriate. So if the weather doesn't play along, we'll probably hunker back down into that fishing cabin. Okay, torch swap time. This one's not much better than the last one, but that's fine. We're mainly doing it because I'm expecting wolves along this path. So those wolves I just run into are usually at the corner up here. So they probably got moved around a little bit with the wildlife refresh. Or maybe the ones below got moved around and they're actually supposed to be deeper. Well, would you usually been deeper in the marsh? Not sure. Yeah, at this point it's proper night, and I doubt it would let me map in this level of the night. Yeah, the wolves that are usually on this corner are apparently not here, so that's probably a new feature with wildlife refresh, that they're at least guaranteed not to always be there. Before, I'd always find them here. With just Stalker having more. Interloper would usually have like 1 or 2, Stalker would have like 3 or 4, right on that corner. And, hello chatter. I'm assuming that is, some words for hello? Don't... What, Basically I speak English and I speak a very... Well, I say speak. I can read a small amount of French. So, Guten Abend? Not quite sure which language that is, but I assume it's some version of hello. Or hi there. Get the key to that? No, we haven't got the key to that yet. So Angler's Den here is the place I'm going to use as the base camp. We'll see if the weather plays along. But as it being part of the role for the base camp, we're going to go ahead and leave most of the oats here, so we can move around the zone a little bit faster. And when we're hungry, we can come back and pick them up. Pretty sure that's a finished red book, yeah. I've been through here once, unless, and to be fair, stuff may have changed, because there has been a patch. For example, the film is new. But the base stuff that it hasn't changed should have already been looted here. So I'm not really expecting anything particularly great here. Yeah, looks like nothing new here. I've got the ruined work gloves from earlier. So with the look of that, that's probably a good place to go ahead and put a part break in. So I'm going to go ahead and put this fire out. I'm going to have the character take his nightly nap, both to pass the night away and to get his fatigue back. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm going to record one more part tonight. So there will be a part up for you tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a short break between parts. And regardless of whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube, hope you have been enjoying this and have a good time and good luck until the next part. Catch you all in the next part.